Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. This is clearly stated. You're vibrating minds. I decided to come and sit outside and just get a little bit of sun today. It's a beautiful day. We're coming into fall, and it's always nice fall weather. Um, so, yeah, we're just touching base on my law of attraction emotional scale again. I want to talk about the next level of frequency, which is anger and revenge. That frequency is one of a lot of people spend a lot of time there. I know I did. A lot more time than I should have spent there. And that again stems back to the same concept of lack of, right? Not feeling worthy, not feeling like you're worth anything. You're trying to understand what you're doing here, what's your purpose, why is this happening, why are you doing this. So it creates a lot of anger, and that anger and frustration and revenge will spoil over to others. So whoever it is that you've had a contractual obligation to associate with here while you are on this earthly experience, you're all put with scenarios, you're all given your roles to play. And there's not a right or a wrong or a good or a bad. We all have different scenarios that we've drawn up for ourselves because we needed to do exactly what our purpose is here, is to live the experience, the life experience, the human experience. So right or wrong, good or bad, it doesn't work that way. We're here to work our karma, learn to understand and maneuver our emotions. Learn to understand that emotions are not a bad thing. They're just part of the human experience. And when you take your boxing gloves off and understand that life is not your enemy, take your boxing gloves off. God, how many times must I say it? Take your boxing gloves off. Life is not against you. It's not against you. And I know sometimes it's hard to comprehend that, and life is not personal either. I know it seems like it is, but you have to understand that you wrote your own role, right? You wrote your story. And while you're here doing the human experiment, you have you have a birthright of coming here, which is you do have the choice to change whatever your storyline is. You don't like the storyline, change it. And yeah, it's literally 100% it's up to you. We are all left with choice. Choice is the one thing that no one can take from us. Although there are times when we feel like, our choice, we're left powerless. That's another frequency. But, so yeah, when you feel like the world is against you, when you feel like life has got you by the balls and feel like all you've been doing your whole life is battling, I know it's the way I feel. I feel like I've been in survival mode my whole life. Well, better part of my life anyway. Oh, pretty much my whole life. And that's okay, because I wrote my own story. Quite an interesting story, actually. And I've learned so much from it. And if there's one thing I never understood was the concept of hate and revenge. I've had my moments, just like the next guy. But yeah, when you're going down that hate and revenge frequency, right, it's not a really nice place to be sitting. And again, you have to ask yourself those wonderful questions, why? Once you recognize that that's the frequency that you're sitting on, you need to ask yourself why. What is it within your world, your primary environment, your work environment, your secondary environment? What is it? What's going on? You need to sit back and really start self reflecting and understanding why you're at that hate and revenge frequency. We want to get off of that, okay? Not a good place to be. You don't want to be there. It creates a whole bunch of really negative energy around you, and it impacts your entire environment, all the people in it. So that's a frequency you don't want to be sitting at. There's not many people want to be around that. So anyhow, yep, we're at the law of attraction emotional scale. I just touched on hatred and revenge. What am I at? 6 minutes? Okay. Well, we can touch a little bit more on it. People are people, right? People are going to do to you what they're going to do to you. And it's not the actual act itself of what they've done that is really the issue. The issue comes into how you react to it. That's the main play. So once you've reacted, you need to question, determine the frequency elevation you want to be at. If you want to sit at the hate and revenge, then you do so. It's not a good place to be. Anyhow, again, let's touch on the law of attraction's emotional scale, hatred and revenge. Have to spend a lot of time there and understand why you're sitting there. Get out of that frequency. It's not a good place to be. Till next time, it's Vibrating Minds. It's clearly stated. Take care.